Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade Starr, and this is How to App on iOS. Today, doing a little bit of TC-11. We're going to give some copies away as well. Holy shit, did I just do a carnival voice? Okay, everybody, the ride's over. Grab your handbags, get off. Anyway, what am I talking about? If you are watching on Facebook, welcome. But you can also join us over here on the YouTubes at youtube.com/JadeStarr or at the website howtoappoниos.com, where the episodes are embedded into the website each day, and there are plenty of playlists there to choose from in a nice, bright, glossy, fancy thing to look at. Yeah, hey everybody in the chat, let me come over and say hello to all of you wonderful people. Pete Johns is here early. Ooh la la. Kim is here. Sigh. Lady Rhodaline Straight. Scott, welcome back, my friend. Good to see you again. Sasha is here. Dr. Zorders. Russ is here also. Scrolling. Scott says, yes, it's been a crazy few weeks for me. Russ' work schedule got in the way, and last weekend was doing a bunch of family things. Well, you were missed, my friend. Tom Rochelle is here also. Good to see you, Tom. And let's scroll. Is there anyone else who I've missed out on? Stu Cash. Hello. Russ. Hello. Ed B. Baraka gives you back your BB bounce. What the hell? Sean Chandler. Good to see you too. Danny Broderick. And I think I've caught everyone there. If I haven't, I'll catch Jim Shannon on sounds. Hello to you as well. Alrighty. Hey, firstly, I want to thank you all for indulging with me yesterday and allowing me to have a moment, because yeah, sometimes you just need those things, and circumstances. We don't always get a chance to say goodbye to the people that we are friends with, and Michael Gudinski is much more than a friend to many people. I mean, he's possibly Australia's most influential music person. You know, he during the 80s discovered so many bands like Kylie Minogue, Skyhooks, Eskimo Joe. I mean, there's so many bands. I mean, and he ran Frontier Touring Company, you know, during the 80s. God, he brought over so many bands from the UK, like, you know, all the big bands of the time, like Duran Duran and, you know, Boy George, all that kind of stuff. So he was possibly Australia's most influential music producer, who ran Mushroom Records as well. And I was lucky enough to know him. And yeah. So thank you for indulging me once again. It was so wonderful. I felt so much better yesterday, having been able to just play my heart out and say goodbye in my own way. Because, yeah, you know, I would be an absolute fool to run these shows where I do these mental health and well-being shows where I talk about, like, you know, releasing this stuff and putting it out there if I didn't do it myself. So again, thank you for allowing me to do that. And I have to say, I didn't have any of the chat on yesterday, so I couldn't see any of your comments, but I went back afterwards, after quite a few hours, and went back and watched it. And thank you all for the wonderful comments. I just couldn't do the performance and look at all your comments at the same time. It would have destroyed me. So I just thought it best to turn those off. Asdi is here also. Is there anyone else who I have missed who has come in late? Let me have a look and scroll up. Ed. No. Good. All right, let me tell you what's going on. So we have an interview tomorrow as usual. And that person is here in the chat. Hey, Elvie, how are you? Good to see you. So we'll do our interview tomorrow. That person's here in the chat. Let's go full screen and bring up. So if you didn't know, tomorrow we have on the show Lady Rhodaline Straight, the creative craft of steampunk musician. Yes. Oh, hello, Joe. I miss Joe. Kiss, kiss, whip, whip, roll, roll. All of that. All right. Oh, dear. Hey, Gary Hubbs. Good to see you as well. So we got Lady Rhodaline on the show tomorrow. Should be good. Who have we got on the week after? I'll let you know. Hello, Doug from the sound test room. Who have we got on? So we've got on the week after, I can let you know, we have Josephine DeSmet. So it's going to be 3 lovely ladies in a row. Last week was Auntie G. This week, Lady Rhodaline Straight. And the week after, Josephine DeSmet. The ladies are in the house for the end of February and early March. Oh, yeah. There you go. Good stuff. Is there anything else I have to cover? All right, so today's app, let's talk about I have a giveaway for today's app as well. So we've got 3 copies of this app that we are looking at today, TC-11. So the Dev was very generous to give me 3 copies to give away, and they're worth a pretty penny. So they're not cheap, but this thing is pretty off the wall. And I will be honest, because this week has been a bit of a mind fuck. It's been really hard to focus myself and really have a look at apps, and it is what it is, you know. So I had to play with this last night because I only got it the day before. So I'm not sure of everything to do with it, but that's a good thing because I never really want to go into all these apps fully because I want to leave the imagination open to you guys to see if this is just going to be something you would want to create things with, all right? But we'll go through some presets of this today. I'll try and show you how really deep this thing is without going too deep, but this thing is very, very deep. So, let's pop over to the usual appslice.co and see if there's any apps that are on sale first, as we usually do. Hello, Brad. Example. I'm rolling my R's a lot for some reason today. Hello there. I'm not going to do that impersonation. No, it's not going to happen. So it looks like there's a couple of four Pockets apps on sale. Multi-track recorder plugin. I still haven't done a show on this. What is going on? And the Shimmer plugin. So they're both multi-tracks, a couple of bucks off. Shimmer's $1 off. What else is here? So also we have some of the Amplitude apps that are on sale. The 2 orange ones. The iPhone version and the iPad. They're half price. And this Hammond B3X is, look at this, half price, $64.99, down from $129. But that means here in Australia, for me, it's still about $100 because our dollar is crap, absolute crap. But yeah, so there's your things. Oh, UFC Ultimate Sound for free. What's this? Why am I getting in this habit of checking out stupid apps that shouldn't be in the music section? What is this? The Ultimate Sound is a high-quality music media app. Unlock your inner fighter with exclusive mixes tailored to your workout lifestyle. Connect with UFC fighters through music and unique content. Cool. So I can listen to UFC music and punch myself in the face. Yeah. No, I don't think so. So let's have a look. TC-11. How much is this sucker? Because they go. So US, it is $24.99. So it's got a price tag to it. So if you're wanting to try and win a copy, I've got 3 to give away. Some for my Patreons as well, but keep it under your hat. Alrighty, let's jump in and have a look at TC-11. So before I open it up, just be aware, TC-11 isn't AUV3, but that's all right because you can still use it to make glorious sounds as an inter-app audio. All right. It doesn't mean the end of the world. Remember that, folks. So I'm going to open it up first, just as a standalone, and then we'll open it up in a bit later. We'll open it up in AUM and give it a play there. Right. So, ooh, look at that. Look at that. Let's go full screen. Check it out. So what is this? This is a multi-touch synthesizer that has a lot of depth to it. It looks odd. I'm sure you're thinking, what the hell is this all about? But, so, because it doesn't have any, like you can see in the top corner here, we've got like a little folder here. This is where your presets are. And down here is where you can actually go in and fiddle around with the options and really get to see some of the modules that are in there and stuff, and change all the stuff up and create your own sounds as well. As I said, it's very deep, and there's from what I've seen, making sounds yourself, there's a little bit of a steep learning curve, but definitely something that would be worthwhile getting on board. Now, from what I know, up in the top right hand corner up here, you can actually record. See that? Can actually record. I'm not actually doing that, but I know there is a record thing there, but we'll get to that. So let's start touching this thing. Touch me. I wanna be dirty. Thrill me, chill me, fulfill me. Creature of the night. Pretty cool. But you don't have to just use one hand. I'm going to turn my mic down a little bit, take some of that floor off. All right. Because it accepts inputs from all your hands, like so. Yeah, man. So it's not a dartboard after all. Hello, Deep Gravity. Hello, Joshua. Hello, 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 hello. So yes, it's not a fancy dartboard. I do implore you, do not throw darts at your iPad. It won't end well. And if you take it back to Apple, they will tell you to kindly go and get fucked. All right. So it works along, from what I can see now, there's different gestures you can actually log into this. So you can actually set up LFOs. You can set up a whole different kind of normal synth kind of modules and alike, which is controlled through your fingers. So as you can see with this particular sound, as I move out, and if you're listening in stereo as well, you should be able to hear from me going left to right. We're panning as well. So if I take... So it's pretty incredible. Look, and very fun to play. And this is the best bit. This is really exciting. When I opened this up yesterday, so to open up these little sections here, if you just touch it, nothing really happens. You get like a little ×2 there. So you'll see on the screen a little ×2, which is a nice little message to say, touch me twice. And I was like, you don't have to ask twice, baby. So if you touch the little folder up the top twice, here are all your patches. And let's just do a quick flick and show you. Look at all these suckers. Brrr, it's like the wheel of fortune. Look at all this stuff. 185 patches already built into this thing. So, I mean, you're giving off the bat some really wonderful stuff here. Let's just go through some random stuff, all right? And I don't know, it is inter-app audio. Yes, it is. Let's just hit Underworld. Now you'll see in the center of the screen, what it gives you is a representation of what module kind of thing is connected to your fingers. So your fingers are controlling like I'll show you. So we'll grab a few fingers on here. So you'll see here too, it creates these points from when I first touch onto the screen with this particular preset, right? So when I touch on from here, you'll see it leaves a trail of dots. And everything becomes relative to those points when you first touch on. You also notice the dots bouncing back and forward in a pattern. So that it's recognizing the order that I place the dots. So it recognizes the order that you place the dots, and whatever sound, whatever effect is connected to your finger touches is how it bounces back and forward between each other. So it remembers the pattern. So with an LFO or anything like that. So if I hit the double arrows down the bottom here, just to show you, this is where your menu is down the bottom. So your little performance tab down the bottom here always brings you back to the performance screen. You've got a load and share, so you can actually share your saved tones via email. I'm pretty sure via email and stuff like that. So you can share your patches and all that kind of stuff. Then you've got your patches, so you can actually go into the patches. Here's your settings. And I really think this is cute as. So these are the instructions. I've got it set here on the help, right? And look at these instructions. Little animated things. So when you press down, you get sound. When you lift up, you get sound. So and then it shows you here. So you can see what I was talking about with the this picture here tells you how when you're holding the buttons, how your fingers land in order, how they'll bounce back and forward around in order. And again, there's certain settings where these arrows point to each other. So one dot will go to the other, to the next, to the next, to the next. So, and these are the instructions. There is a very extensive help menu as well, which is really cool. So I've only read about half of it, just because yesterday was a full-on day. But there is a full-on help menu, and I think you can get to it by touching the little booklet up the top. And when you hit OK, it takes you straight to a PDF of the help menu, and it's very extensive, so you can get right in there and understand. Just wait for it to load because it's a PDF. Here we go, TC-11. They have put a lot of work into the help menu, and you can see it's quite complex. So it's actually got a sequencer in it, LFO, HDSR. So for your module programming, you can actually record the screen as well. And it goes right into all of this stuff. So there's a very in-depth instruction booklet with it. But let's jump back over here. I'm going to click on so your general settings are, you can actually set to run the app in the background, pretty standard stuff there. You can change the notes. See here we've got this CDE or Do Re Mi. So you can change between these. You can actually go in and change the tuning. Then you've got polyphony, so you can change the polyphony. It used to be 8, but I think now we are looking at 10. So that's really nice. You've got all these wonderful colors, so you can change the color. I like this one. I'm going to go with this. Yeah, that's nice. So you can really customize the look of it, you know, give it a little pizzazz. Yeah, a little bit of pizzazz. And your display here. So what's another good thing about this too is that it's the axis of moving around your iPad back and forward that is built in. So I can't even think of what's the word for it. Yeah, so when you, oh God, my brain. Does it say it here? So your screen access. So if you're picking up the actual iPad and using the access of it, so you can move that around with your fingers touching it and get different sounds as well. So, you know, there's a lot of depth to this thing. But what's also cool is here. So the sound that we have over here in the performance, I'll just go over here. Wow, I love this look. Yeah, the gyroscope. That's it. Thanks, Doug. See, I helped you out on your show today, and you're helping me now. What goes around comes around. Kiss, kiss, whip, whip. Roll, roll. So with this particular sound, you can actually go in and see what's connected, right? So touches are running the FM oscillator, which then is connected to an amp mod. And you can see the actual sounds we've got here. So we've got a wave shaper and a phaser and a resonator. And you can actually go in and change all of these. And as I said, look, it's really in depth. You can suppress your first touch. You can change the Y grid, the X grid. You can transpose sounds, all that kind of stuff. Set your key. There is so much depth to this. It is just crazy. You can actually set controls up on here in motion. You can set your pencil. So if you've got an Apple Pencil like I do, you can change the force of your touch, the pencil force, all this kind of stuff, because we're in pencil at the moment, the altitude of the pencil. It's really, really deep. You know, it's massive. I mean, on the outside, it looks like a toy, but it's far from a toy. It's super deep. It's deeper. Oh man, don't it? Oh, God. I'm so glad I stopped myself then. That was going to be a bad joke. Really disgusting joke. All right, so let's run through some more presets. And let's see what we get. Ooh, twinkle, twinkle. We'll discard the changes I made. Ooh. And what's really wonderful about it, as someone's written here in the chat, is the stereo is really built into this. It's really beautiful stuff. Hello, Saga Kadabra. Hello, Cold Acre. Hope you're doing well. Let's just keep going through some random sounds here. Man, there's some crazy sounds in here. Let me put down my vape. You guys know what I'm like with soundscape noise. Demented stuff makes me happy. Very, very happy. Hello, iOS Music Man. Welcome aboard. So we start off with Sublime. What's this? Storm Drag. There's so many really cool names here. You never know what you're going to get. Laugh was like a box of chocolates. Stompbox lead. Doug's giving me a suggestion. Metal Swipe. I think I found that last night too. Metal Swipe. See, I look for anything with the word metal in it. Metal Lead, Metal Swipe. Whoops. I hate that. I should have turned off the gestures. It's quite low, this one. Ah, so the harder you do it with this one in particular. Or is it the fastest? There you go. Thanks, Doug. Man, there's hours of fun to have this thing. What else we got in the metal land? Mechanical stretch pod. A meat lead. So this one's a gyroscope one. If I can pick up my iPad and not knock it offline, so you can see how that moves there. So yeah, that's the gyroscope. You'll see the little gyroscope in the bottom corner there. Now I'm being careful actually moving it because I don't want to knock the lead out. So yeah, but you can see down the bottom here, this is your little gyroscope thing that pops up. So yeah, there's definitely a mixture of things here to like gyroscope madness. Hey, this is my kind of patch, is it? Cool. So I'm just going to go through some more random stuff here. So we got some keys. So this is gyroscope. I'm going to skip the gyroscope ones because I don't want to. I don't really want to pick up my iPad. So she says swipe to the right to get to the newer presets. So if I swipe right, there we go. All right, so these are did I do the right swipe? Yes, there we go. So what are some of these? So Oh, so you've got multi-screens as well. Look at that. Who knew? So I'm gathering... Well, there you go. That's pretty damn cool. Thank you, Sasha, for pointing that out. So we've got pulses here. So this is a gyroscope. I'm going to just skip that because of my iPad being in a precarious place. Also, there's 4 here. I don't have enough hands. God, I feel like I'm in a David Lynch film. Freaking ace. What are these for? So you can normally see with those swipe ones, it's kind of showing you the direction, which way to swipe to get the best effect. Synth with us. Get your feet out. Oh my God. Man, so much fun. You know what I'm going to be doing over the weekend? Sitting on my bed with this on my lap. Just mellowing out. So, it'd be awesome to be absolutely stoned off your tits doing this one. Oh, unusual items. We have to click this. See you later, Gary. Don't work too hard, my friend. Unusual items. Yes, we've got some bells, pulses. Let's go through a few more of these things. Beautiful sounds. Like, you know, there's a lot to this. And there's no way I could cover this. I know Doug has, when I got a hold of this, I went back and had a look for some videos online and saw that Doug's probably done 250,000 videos on this app in the last... Now, this isn't a new app, folks. This thing's been out for a long time. Now, long time. I love you, long time. So this has been out for a long time. And it's yeah, very, very cool. And it's true. Doug has done 150 million videos on this. So... I'm not sure. I'm guessing here when you click on these, you can change these things out. I do expect. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm not sure how to do that, but I would expect it's something that you can do. So probably by... Yes, there you go. So I worked it out by myself. So yeah, once you double click on here and you swipe right and you pick one of these multis, you can then choose one of the boxes. So if I choose this top right hand box, then you just swipe back over to the left and go in and pick like this blip pluck, and that replaces so that's really cool. Yeah, to be able to just mess with it to that extent is just wonderful. Blanket pad. And so we've got about 15 minutes to go. If I close out the app, you can also open it up in something like AUM or, you know, any of your favorite DAWs. So let's do that, because remember, you can then add it in here as a inter-app audio. So TC, there you are. So there it is as an inter-app audio, and then you can go and add your favorite effects to it to make it that little bit sexier. Black hole. Let's add some black hole in there and open it back up. I'm not sure how to get out of this 4-screen, but I like the 4-screen. Is there a way to get out of it? Okay, so the more you swipe to the right, there we go. So I'm swiping it more there. So if you do more swipes, so this splits it up into pad packs. This is, I'm guessing 1.0, the original, and these are 2.0 sounds. So you've got, look at all the sounds here. There is so much in here, you could get absolutely lost. Some nice Voyager bells. Nice and easy to flick back over to AUM. Let's throw, let's just throw that on there for now. I've got to get used to tapping twice on the little folder. I'm not good at that yet. So yeah, this is all the patches when you flip back to the start. Let's see, 88, so another. I think this thing is absolutely wonderful. What are scritches? Let's have a look. Discard. There we go. Oh, the scratches. We're already there. We already did that one. Do we do this? You know, that's Kim. That's exactly what I was thinking of. What does this remind me of? It reminds me of that app Björk released ages ago as one of her albums, and it looked exactly like this, and it had all those parts that you could like plug into. I don't even think that works on the App Store anymore. That I used to love that app. I don't think she updated it for latest versions of iOS. So again, if you look into these, like, you can actually go into the patches here and see again what's all connected here. So you've got a low pass filter, you've got two oscillators on here, so you know you can go in and absolutely mess with these and add and just change things around. And I'm just randomly doing whatever I want here because I can. It's probably going to sound like crap. Biophilia, that's what it's called. It's still there. Really? Let's have a look. Well, that's it. That's the app for today. I think it's really cool. So remember, I do have 3 copies to give away. All you got to do is like and subscribe and leave a comment on this video, because I will be giving away the prizes tomorrow on the show. So you don't have the normal 2 days to get your comments in. So make sure you leave a comment and all that jazz. But and if you don't win, hey, if you like it, go and support the developer, because he was incredibly kind enough to send me a whole bunch of codes just from an email. So, you know, and as you saw at the start, it's worth a pretty penny at $24.99, but incredibly worth it. Like, you know, there's a lot of depth to it. And I only covered, probably about 25 patches out of 185, plus, you know, all those multi-screens. Definitely a lot there. Now I want to look up what's it called? Biophilia. I'm just checking you. Biophilia, yeah. There it is, Björk. I didn't think it. See, I've paid for it, so I own it. Let's give it a quick download before we go. This thing is beautiful. It's probably a massive download. What is it? There you go, 1.2 gig. Let's see how fast it can come down in the last few minutes. But it is a really beautiful app. So this was one of her albums, and she was way before her time. When did this come out? So the last update it had was 3 years ago. I'm sure it came out. So look, 9 years ago it came out. Version 1, 9 years ago. Björk, as always, way before her time, an incredible artist. I love her so much. Not only is she extremely talented, but she is goddamn sexy! Especially when she went through the when she went through the airport and was really violent. I love that. Yeah, I think the video goes live in I think about 12 hours time with YouTube, or if you're on Facebook. Or what I'll do, how's this? Let me do this. You've got the link there, so once the video's over, you should be able to leave a comment. If you just copy this link. See if I can do it, and I'll put it in the chat. And if you copy it, you should be able to go and post a thing. Doug's written something here, which I'll get to in a second. Get shareable link. So I'll paste it in here as well. So this is a link to this very show. There you go. To return to normal mode, tap the folder icon, then tap one of the multi-blocks to reduce to 1, then swipe left to right. To return to normal mode, just tap the folder icon, then tap one of the multi-blocks to reduce to 1. Oh, okay. All right, let me try that. Let me do that while Björk is downloading. La 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 la. All right. So, how easy was that? Thanks, Doug. I owe you, mate. So there you go. All I did was tap. Can you bring it back? Oh, there you go, to bring it back. So you just touch it and touch it again. Touch it, touch it, touch it, touch me. And it goes back. See, we're learning something all the way through this. I think this is a really beautiful app. I'll be honest, I did see Doug play with it last, it was maybe 2 weeks ago, Doug, or a week ago. And it was probably a week ago. And on that, I reached out to the developer because I was like, oh, I think that's schmexy sexy. Let's see how Biophilia is coming down. Look, it's nearly there. I just want to open it up once. So if you are a Björk fan, if you've not seen this, this is the bonus bit of the show. There we are. It's downloaded. Let's open this sucker up. Hopefully.
Welcome to Biophilia.
Oh, man.
The love for nature in all her manifestations.
How cool is this, right?
From the tiniest organism to the greatest red giant floating in the farthest realm of the universe.
Yeah?
With biophilia comes a restless curiosity, an urge to investigate and discover the elusive places where we meet nature.
Yeah, Pete.
Where she plays on our senses with colours and forms, perfumes and smells.
I'm letting that one go through to the keeper.
Of salty wind on the tongue.
What? See, I touched it and I paused it.
But much of nature is hidden from us, that we can neither see nor touch, like the one phenomenon that can be said to move us more than any other in our daily lives. Sound.
We have the man himself.
Sound harnessed by human
opening
beings,
this.
delivered with generosity and emotion, is what we call music. And just as we use music to express parts of us that would otherwise be hidden, so too can we use technology to make visible much of nature's invisible world. In biophilia, you will experience how the three come together: nature, music, technology. Listen, learn, and create. Travel the cosmos lying at your fingertips.
I love this app so much.
Touch the galaxies and move through their 3 dimensions. Discover the different song apps as they're introduced into the constellations and explore their extra features. And should you feel lost in space, you can always use the musical compass icon to take you home. Now, forget the size of the human body. Remember that you're a gateway between the universal and the microscopic, the unseen forces that stir the depths of your innermost being, and nature who embraces you and all there is. We are on the brink of a revolution that will reunite humans with nature through new technological innovations. Until we get there, prepare, explore, biophilia.
I remember watching the documentary with David Attenborough doing it. So you go in here, you can... How cool is this, right? You get samples of the songs as you zoom into each quadrant. It's beautiful, this app. Like, if you haven't seen this before. Alright, so return to the virus page. It's absolutely just... And you get like a different screen to actually go through, or you can go to the constellations. You can zoom in to each different track. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Bring it back. What do we got? Let's try another one. Ooh, yeah, remember this song. So yeah, I won't play too much of it, just in case I get a copyright strike, because I probably will. So let's go back to... So yeah, it's called Biophilia. It was one of Björk's albums, so it was completely done on this as an iPad app. So yeah, it's really incredible. I forget how much it is. It's probably $20 odd. I remember paying a pretty penny for it. I'll get out of it now. I'll probably get a copyright strike for playing it. Typical. I'll bet that's what happens. But whatever. It is what it is. Let's have a look and see what it's worth. We'll do a search for it before I go. Biophilia. I think I spelled it right. I didn't find it. Maybe Björk. So she's got another one too. Solstice. Oh yeah, I remember that. It looks like she's got a VR one as well too. So $12.99. It's not that expensive. There you go. She looks like she's got 4 apps, and Solstice is a holiday version of Biophilia. It's a watered down version. It's currently free, so it's on sale at the moment, down from $1.99 for free. So there you go. Look, I hope you've had a bit of fun today and learnt some stuff, a thing or two, and you've got a chance to win an app, and we got to look at TC-11, and it's fantastic, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. I don't know what I'm going to do today. But tomorrow we have Lady Rhodaline Straight on the show, so I hope you can join me for that. It should be a fun show. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining me today. All your support is very kind. Hit the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, do that. If you're watching on the replay, love you too. Make sure you subscribe. Come back and watch some more videos. And until tomorrow, we're going to hit the outro music and we're going to say goodbye. Do the things that make you happy. Make mistakes because they make you better. And I'll see you all again tomorrow. All right. Yeah.